here we are, Super Bowl, Chiefs, Eagles. In today's video, I'm going to break down both offenses. I'm going to talk more of a high level from a coaching standpoint, review some of the key positions, jump on the whiteboard, kind of show you the main formations both these teams run, and obviously I'm going to show film throughout the video that kind of links with my talking points as we proceed. Everyone, thank you for being here. I know there's going to be a lot of videos on this topic, so choosing mine, thank you so much. We had a good run, college football. We got to 1,000 subscribers, unbelievable. I want to give a shout out to a few guys that have been subscribed. Mav, Ohio State guy, shout out you. Chad F, shout out you. And Tate. So we got a really awesome group of people here already building a really cool community, and excited to jump back into the NFL football grind. So I've been on a run here where I picked every single college football playoff game correct, and then I just picked the Chiefs. I didn't publicly say the Eagles, but I did feel, and I told my friends that, hey, how's a rookie quarterback going to beat the Eagles and go to the Super Bowl? So I was definitely feeling the Eagles. A lot of my picks just come down to my analysis of coaching and my feel on team mentality and team leadership and growth throughout the season. Like, are they ready for the moment? Are they going to be challenged mentally, tough enough to complete balls, get the first down, step up and make tackles when you need it the most? All right, the one thing I'm going to say about this game before I even get into it, I think the Chiefs are the best coached football team I honestly think ever, that I've ever seen. Maybe I should just say it. They're the best coached team that I've ever seen. Situationally genius. Okay, Andy Reid, top 5 coach all time in the sport of football, college and NFL combined. Spags, top 10 defensive coordinator in all football, I think all time, 4 Super Bowls. Why are these guys so good? They are geniuses when it comes to situational play calling, right? When you think of Spags, you think of the blitzes on third down, sometimes the blitzes on second down. When you think of Andy Reid, you just think of the intelligence, hey, we need a first down, and then it's essentially a layup wide open play, right? It's bringing your running back from the right side, throwing him over to the left side against the Bills, through the tackle, and making sure the tackle's footwork drops back so the running back can slide through there, and all the receivers on the left side, slanting, easy first down, Chiefs win the game. These layups. Okay, the Eagles don't do that. I want to say that up front. The Eagles play standard, normal football where the Chiefs, literally coaching staff, gives them open layups. So let's jump into the Eagles coaching staff. Nick Sirianni, head coach, Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator. 3 guys, been around the league a lot, but in my opinion, none of them are as good as Andy Reid or Spags. I think this is a big coaching advantage for the Chiefs. That being said, I believe there's more talent on the Eagles roster. I think overall the Eagles team is a better roster. Both Chiefs and the Eagles have incredible GMs. So I think it's an interesting matchup from the standpoint of, I think it's tactical coaching versus more talent on the Eagles. And I think that's how I view this at the highest level. All right, as we always do, we talk about the quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, what makes him so special? Everything. He's a top 3 quarterback all time to play the position. I don't even think that's negotiable. I mean, he's unbelievable. One thing that puts him apart from other people is he can read the rush and downfield pretty much at the same time, and there's no one does it like him. It's remarkable to watch on tape. All right, he's incredibly intelligent too. He has a ability to not just throw the ball well, but to, in his brain, see it and deliver it almost like in half a second. It's like milliseconds, boom, boom, boom. And it's remarkable. And the last thing that makes Patrick Mahomes special is he just gets it done. He's got the winner mentality, the winner's fight. He'll do whatever it takes to win, and he doesn't ever back down to a big moment. That's what makes Patrick Mahomes special. Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts a lot more than I think I see people on like the ESPNs of the world. But what makes Jalen Hurts special, I think, is solid fundamental leadership. I think is his main stay that makes him special. He's a leader on the football field. He's got a great deep ball. I think he's improved on his short route game, right? His 5 to 8 yard throws, I think, have improved. And also, he's an incredible runner of the football. And like the last Super Bowl that the Chiefs-Eagles played, I think Jalen Hurts is going to need to carry the rock. If the Eagles win this game, I think you can look back and be like, wow, that Jalen Hurts run on 3rd down and 12 was unbelievable. That's kind of what I'm seeing for Jalen Hurts. So obviously, I give the edge to Patrick Mahomes, but don't get me wrong. I mean, Eagles easily could have won that Super Bowl last time, and I think Jalen Hurts is a better player now today than he was last time. And why coaching is going to matter so much in this game is because I don't see a giant advantage in terms of O-line, D-line play on either side of the ball for these teams. I see pretty much there's no world-beating defensive line group in this game. There's no like incredible O-line group in this game, like something that would be talked about for the next 20 years. Like they're both solid across the board and worthy of being Super Bowl champions, which is literally trying to say like best in the league type stuff. But they're not like some iconic D-line group like the Giants in 08 or something like that, right? From an overall defensive standpoint, I don't see these defenses being like unbelievable. So I think this is going to be a high-scoring game because I think this is really a game of the offenses. All right, let's jump into the whiteboard now. Chiefs offense, Eagles defense here. One thing the Chiefs do that's really interesting is their formations are always like bunched up. I mean, they always have like a tight end or like two receivers, like almost like attached to the tackle. A lot of teams in the NFL, they kind of like spread their people more open in space. Chiefs don't do that. Chiefs are very close to themselves, at least closer to the center than most teams are. They're not known for their running game, but their running game is efficient and they get the yards they need throughout the game. All right, they got a few running backs there. They always have fresh legs. Chiefs running game, not the Eagles running game, but still a respectable running game. All right, the main thing the Chiefs do in terms of their route concepts, is the best way I can actually explain this is that each person's running a route for a specific reason. A lot of teams run routes for each person to individually get the ball. Chiefs don't do that. Chiefs guys will run specific routes to get one guy more open. Does that make kind of sense? I'm hoping I'm explaining this correctly. But a lot of teams run, you run a route and you run a route and you both try to get open. Chiefs don't do that. Chiefs are a systematic approach where you're going to run this route to hopefully get this guy more open and more time and space. All right, so then when they run like, drag route here, slant here, whatever, and this guy runs out here, like it's all like a design methodology to the Chiefs. It's a systematic approach. Chiefs also have these like check-in rules within their offense. The Chiefs system tells Patrick, take what the defense gives you. So you'll see like Travis Kelce a lot of times line up either over here in a bunch formation or by himself over here, and he'll essentially just run like a little like sit-down route in the middle. Happens about 2 times a game. Mahomes just hits him. These are all checks and balances, right? Last game, right? We had the two, last game against the Bills, this cornerback was dropping, like he started up here. They just did a 6-yard hitch, right? That's just a check and balances system. So the Chiefs are constantly audibling, constantly having these checks in their routes. And Mahomes and their whole team are all veteran enough and smart enough to do this. This is playing chess, all right? And sometimes they don't even run the play that's even called. Mahomes literally calls it audible, check, boom. And it happens like after the ball's already snapped. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like it literally happens after the ball is snapped. And a lot of teams like think they do this, but the Chiefs like literally actually do this. And that's what makes them so challenging because they just get such easy yards. It just looks so easy for them because they are literally reacting to what the defense does in real time. And Patty Mahomes is smart enough to deliver the football. All right, and they do everything. They do a bunch of play action, but the main game for the Chiefs, in my opinion, is just the quick game, get the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hand, and his ability to drop back. Sometimes even take a couple extra steps back, drop back in the pocket, give his receivers time, and he delivers the football better than anyone else who's ever done it. All right, we got Eagles offense, Chiefs defense. What makes the Chiefs defense special is because they bring very complex stunts and blitzes at key moments of the game. This is what got C.J. Stroud a few times. This is what got Josh Allen a few times. I heard Tom Brady talk about this on Colin Cowherd's show this week, saying that, hey, when I played the Chiefs, I was in my later half of my career. I've seen every blitz. I was able to call out things, but it's going to be so important for Jalen Hurts to understand who is coming and when, because you can't give up plays in the Super Bowl. You can't take sacks. You have to be 100% right 100% of the time in terms of who is coming. Because that one chance that you guessed wrong can lead to utter offense, can lead to just devastation in your offense. at a key moment or just maybe a drive momentum, whatever. Super Bowl, you got to be locked in. So this game is going to come down to, can Jalen Hurts call out the blitzes? Can he call out the stunts correctly? Can the Eagles offensive line communicate correctly? Can Barkley pick up the blitz from a running back position? That's going to be so important to this Eagles offense's movement. Let's talk about Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is the second best player in this game. Mahomes number 1, Barkley number 2. This guy is not good. This guy is unfreaking believable. I mean, his ability to gain extra yardage with just his vision is immaculate. His ability to gain extra yardage with his knack for breaking tackles is also incredible. He's a total back. He can catch the ball, run the ball, he can block really well. He's everything you want in a running back. I would expect the Eagles to give him the ball in many different ways from the backfield in the pass game and obviously in their run game. From their run game standpoint, okay, this is one of their base formations. They run I formation, they run kind of like a shotgun formation, then they kind of run a pistol formation. But nonetheless, this is kind of like their base look. They do everything with Barkley here. They run outside, they run inside, they do a lot of pull, they run a lot of power. You know, with their tight end, they bring them over. And their offensive line is extremely good at power, and they have really good footwork. They move bodies. And once again, Saquon Barkley's ability, when he's running the rock, to look downfield with his eyes, see who's coming, see who's filling what gaps, and to bounce in the correct direction is as good as anyone in the NFL, if not like all-time great vision. All right, so he is the most important thing to the Eagles offense is getting Saquon Barkley going, and it's not really hard. You run power. It honestly works against every single team that I saw them play. All right, in terms of the pass game, what do the Eagles like to do? The Eagles really like to run like seam routes up the middle. Jalen Hurts is very comfortable hitting these seams. They want to run the ball, then they want to draw back and attack. So step 1 for them, let's establish the one. Step 2, let's attack. Step 3 is you work on the play action game. And where Jalen Hurts is extremely dangerous is when he runs play action and he rolls out and he gets outside the pocket. That's when Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, is at his best because he can now run the ball. He can throw the ball, he's in space, and he's a great athlete. He's really good at throwing the ball on the run. So be on the lookout for that. The run game, the attacking downfield game, the play action game that gets Jalen Hurts out of the pocket. All right, and we know this game, like I already said in this video, we know Jalen Hurts is going to be part of the run game. I would expect some read options where Jalen Hurts just carries the ball, not even trying to throw, but just carries it. Eagles offense is dangerous when they have the intensity, when they have the momentum, they just go, go, go. The only thing I'll say is sometimes they're kind of a little bit stale in their offense. Meaning they don't have that fluidity, layout type stuff that I keep talking about because they don't have this guy named Andy Reid setting up their offense or the Andy Reid system. They kind of have to earn all the yards they get, where the Chiefs feel like they're kind of like stealing yards. My overall gut feeling on this game is that the Chiefs will win this game. I don't pick against coaching, and I don't pick against all-time great quarterbacks. And the Chiefs, I think, have an advantage in coaching, and I think they have an advantage of an all-time great quarterback. But that being said, once again, I do believe the Eagles have more talent across the board. They're not weak in any position. I just don't know how I can bet against the Chiefs, and I just love watching their tape way more than I like watching the Eagles tape because I just love the intelligence that that system is and that Patrick Mahomes plays with. All right, so I got the Chiefs. I might change my mind, but right now I got the Chiefs. Once again, thanks for being here. Please comment. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Once again, we're trying to build something really cool. Beers by the Ivy. We keep it simple, right? We just talk football. We keep it simple with the presentation, but nonetheless, we got a really cool thing built here. Love for you to be part of this. And yeah, so it should be a good game. I got a few more videos coming out regarding the Super Bowl, and of course, I'll have my recap as well. But yeah, thanks again. We'll talk soon, everyone.